Welcome to Rainbow Academy. In this video, I'm going to talk about Chevening Scholarship guidelines. We'll be looking at what Chevening Scholarship is, the eligibility criteria, that is who qualifies to apply, what are the timelines to apply for this scholarship, what are some of the courses that can be taken for this scholarship, the required documents to be submitted whilst applying for this scholarship, what is included if someone wins the scholarship, and the types of essays to be submitted during the scholarship application. Chevening Scholarship gives international students the opportunity to study a one-year master's taught program in the United Kingdom. This scholarship provides the international students with free tuition and other benefits while studying. Let us now look at who can apply for a Chevening Scholarship. As already stated, the Chevening Scholarship provides international students with the opportunity to study for a one-year master's degree program at UK universities, and this is fully funded. As already indicated, Chevening Scholarship provides international students with the opportunity to study for a one-year master's degree program at UK universities, which is fully funded. Anybody at all can apply for the Chevening Scholarship provided the person meets the eligibility criteria and other requirements. There is no discrimination in applying for this scholarship against gender or someone's sexual orientation, and there's no upper age limit. There is also no discrimination against someone's religion, marriage or parental status, class, or any other attributes. If you meet the eligibility criteria and other requirements, you can apply for this scholarship through the online platform. Let us now look at what is included in this scholarship offer. This scholarship provides the winner the opportunity to study for a fully funded master's degree in UK university. The scholarship includes the following items: university tuition fees, a monthly stipend, travel cost from your country to UK, an arrival allowance, a homeward departure allowance, the cost of one visa application, a travel grant to attend Chevening events in the UK. Let us now look at the eligibility criteria. If you do not meet the following criteria and you apply, your application will be rejected. So let's take a look at the criteria. You must be a citizen of a Chevening eligible country or territory. You must return to your home country or country of citizenship for a minimum of 2 years after your award has ended. You must have completed all your components of your undergraduate degree by the time you submit your application. You must also have at least 2 years working experience, which is equivalent to 2,800 hours, and you must also apply to 3 different eligible UK universities and should have received an unconditional offer from one of these choices. You are not eligible to apply for the Chevening Scholarship if you hold British or dual British citizenship, if you hold a refugee status in a non-Chevening eligible country, if you are an employee, a former employee, or a relative of an employee of His Majesty government, or you have been any of such that has been mentioned within the last 2 years from the opening of the Chevening application. If you are an employee, a former employee, or any of your relatives has been an employee of Chevening Partner Organization, you are eligible to apply. But if the employment took place within the last 2 years, you cannot receive the Chevening Partner Scholarship. Lastly, if you have previously studied in the UK with funding from a UK government-funded scholarship, you are not eligible to apply. Any applications which is deemed ineligible will be removed from the selection process. So if you know you do not qualify, don't even worry yourself in applying. It was earlier stated that as part of the requirements, you must have 2 years working experience, which is equal to 2,800 working hours. So we are now going to look at which type of work experience can be included in this period. Any full-time employment, a part-time employment, voluntary work, or paid or unpaid internships hours can be included in this application. This working experience can be for the ones you completed before, during, or after graduation from your undergraduate studies. So it doesn't matter when you had those experiences. So far as you've worked, you can include those experiences in the application. However, if there was a certain task that we were supposed to do which counted as part of your undergraduate or postgraduate course, that working experience cannot be included here. The 2 years working experience can be acquired from different employment opportunities, and there is no requirement that it should be from one particular employment. To calculate the number of hours you've worked in a particular employment, take the number of hours you work daily, multiply the number of days you worked within the week, and then multiply it by the time you spent in the organization. Let us now look at the timeline for this scholarship application. The scholarship application opened on 12 September 2023, and on 7th November, the applications will be closed. From 8th November 2023 to mid-November to December 2023, those who do not meet the eligibility criteria will receive a rejection message. From this stage, early February to mid-February, applicants who have been shortlisted will receive their messages. It is within this period that you are required to upload your reference letters. The interview will take place from 26 February to 26 April 2024. From June 2024, interview results will be posted, and all successful applicants will have up to July 2024, 11th July 2024, to upload at least one unconditional offer. Then September, October, the studies begins in the UK. Now let's take a look at the courses you can apply. You can select 3 courses from the same university, or you can apply for 3 similar courses from 3 different universities. You have to be careful in choosing the 3 courses that you want, because after you submit your application, you cannot change it unless you are permitted during the interview stage. These courses cannot be applied on the Chevening application portal, so you have to apply for these courses from the various universities' websites. You have to receive an unconditional offer from any of the 3 courses that you apply for in order to be awarded the scholarship. Let us now look at the eligible courses. In order to be eligible, the course you choose must be a full-time, and it should start in the autumn term, that is either September or October. It must be a third master's program. It must lead to a master's degree qualification that is based in the UK. Part-time courses, distance learning, or courses that's less than 9 months or more than 12 months in duration, PhD, or taught more than 1 month of study outside UK do not qualify as part of this scholarship. You should also know that although this scholarship provides full tuition waiver for all programs, however, if you select an MBA program, the fees will be capped at $22,000, and any extra charge on that program, you will be the one to bear it. If you believe that a course is eligible but does not appear in the online application system, you have to submit a form by 27th October in order for it to be considered. You are not permitted to enroll on any pre-sessional courses to fulfill your English proficiency requirement or any other conditions on your university offer. You are required to submit an unconditional offer from one of the 3 courses that you chose in order to finalize your Chevening Scholarship. The only condition that is accepted is the need to pay for a deposit. Let's now look at how to apply for the scholarship. Select the country you are applying from. Then you select the award type. Then you click on search. Available offers will come. Then you scroll down to the bottom of the page. Then you click on Apply Now button. In the next window, click the Register Here button. In the next window, click the Accept button. Fill in your contact information, your title, your first name, last name you prefer to be called, pronouns. Fill in your email, confirm your email, fill in your address, and then select your country. Take the checkbox and then click on Submit. You receive a confirmation email to activate your account. After clicking the Submit button, a new window will open and we will let you know that your registration has been successfully completed. So you wait for it and then you go straight to your email to confirm the link. Click the link in your email to confirm your account and create your password. A new window will come for you to fill in your details again. Follow the steps to fill in your first name, your last name, and any other information that is required. Fill in your address, your country, your date of birth. After selecting your date of birth, click on the Save button for the system to calculate your age and then finish the other ones. After that, click on Validate Profile. On the next screen, you'll be prompted that your profile has been completed. Click the Click Here link to take you to your home page. This is a scholarship application dashboard. You have in progress application, your submitted applications, unsuccessful ones, and the conditionally selected option. Because this is the first time you are coming to do it, you click on Available Open Awards. On this screen, you can see the available award. Then you move to click on the Apply button. In the next window, you'll be required to answer eligibility questionnaire. These questions are very sensitive because any wrong answer will mean that you cannot participate in this scholarship application. These are the eligibility criteria options that we discussed earlier. So the first question here, are you a citizen of a Chevening eligible country? If you select no, it means you cannot apply. Don't forget the requirements. If you answer any question that makes you ineligible, it means you cannot proceed with the scholarship application. So you have to read the question well and then select an answer that will let you be eligible to apply. Answer all the questions on this part. After that, click on the Submit to take you to the next step. This window will let you know whether you can now apply for the scholarship or not. There are other questions here to be answered. Answer the questions and click on Submit Pre-screen. If you provide the right answers to these questions, the system will allow you to proceed to the next level where you can now start to fill in your details. So fill your first name, your last name, and any other required information, your contact details, any additional email that you want to add. You select your country, you select and add your educational details. To add your educational details, click on Add Education Details button. It will lead you to another screen where you can add the type of qualification you earned from that institution, and then you select the country. After selecting the country, you click on Confirm Country or Tertiary of Study. It will then take you to another window. On this screen, you are going to select the university that you attended, the date you started from, the date you completed, the type of degree you earned, and then the grading option. If your institution uses the GPA system, you select that. If they use a grading scale apart from the GPA, you have that option, then you select and then you proceed from there. You should also enter the course title. That is what you read in that institution. Then you have the option to revise the country or tertiary of study. You can submit it, that is if it is only one tertiary, or you can submit and add new. That is if you have another tertiary institution to add. After you have finished adding all your educational qualifications, you can now go ahead and add your working experience. So to do that, scroll down, click on Add Work Experience button. The next page brings you to where you enter the organization you work for or the name of the employer, the job title or the position held or the position you are holding if it is your current employment. Then you click on Confirm Job Title or Position to take you to the next screen. On the next screen, you are asked to add the date you started working to when you completed the work, and then the number of hours you work per week. You enter the numbers per week. The number of hours that you've worked for will be calculated if you click the Submit button. Enter a brief description of your responsibilities at that workplace. You select the type of employment, part-time, full-time, or voluntary, whichever one. Then you select the sector. Is it public or private? Then if it is only the work you've done, you click the Submit button. If you have other job experience that you want to add, you can click the Submit and add new. It is possible to log out the portal and log in again to continue your application. So if you are not able to finish the application in one sitting, you can log out and then log in again. When you log in, you see that you have in progress applications 1. That means there's an ongoing application. You click on it, it will take you to the application portal again where you can start or continue your application. So if it opens, you go and then you click on the Open button. The application portal will open where you see all previously filled information. They are saved automatically. So you can go through to check if everything is correct. You can make changes as well. After finishing with the background information tab, you can move to the other tabs. That is the essay questions, the application information, the terms and conditions, and you can upload and submit your documents. We will now look at the essay questions. Answers provided under this session should not be repeated for any other question. Under the Leadership and Influence section, Chevening requires that individuals show their ability to have the leadership skills or being an influencer in their home countries. So you have 100 to 500 words to explain yourself. In writing this essay, you have to use the STAR approach. With the STAR approach, you describe the situation that you encountered, what task were you supposed to perform, what action did you take, and then what was the results, what was the achievement for taking those actions. Use the STAR approach to answer this question. The next essay question is relationship building and shared learning. Use this opportunity to explain to Chevening how you plan to build networks, how you plan to utilize the Chevening community, and how you influence and lead others in their chosen profession. You have to explain to Chevening how you are currently doing this. You have 100 to 500 words to explain yourself. The next question you have to answer is why you want to study in UK. Using a word count of 100 to 500, you have to explain how your chosen courses relates to your previous academic experience and your professional goals. The last essay question to be answered is on career plan. Under this section, you are required to outline your short-term plan after returning to your home country. You also have to outline your long-term career goals. You have 100 to 500 words to answer this essay question. We will then move to the next tab, which is the application information. Under this part, you will be adding the universities that you will be applying to. You have the option to select 3 different courses at the same university with similar course titles, or you can select 3 different courses with similar course titles at different universities, and you can also select 3 courses at 3 different universities, all with the same course title. You can add the schools and courses here and apply to them later. We will now look at how to add the universities and courses. Click on Add University Application, then select the course category. Repeat the steps for all the courses or the universities that you want to apply to, and then answer the questions that follow under this section. You can click Save Draft and then come back and continue later, or if you want to continue, you can click on the next to take you to the number 4 tab, that is the terms and conditions. So click the next to take you to the terms and condition aspect. Under the terms and conditions tab, you have to answer some questions and then click on Save Draft to continue later, or you click on Next to take you to the 5th tab, that is the Upload, Document and Submit. Under the 5th and the last tab, which is the Upload, Document and Submit tab, you will be required to answer some few questions and then upload your documents. So these are the questions that you have to answer for now. Do you consider yourself to have a disability? Do you require specific arrangements in order to attend an online or in-person interview? And then the other questions, you answer them as best as you can. If in the previous years you've applied for the scholarship before, select those periods. Now on the document upload, you have up to 20th February 2024 to upload your completed educational documents. So you can submit your application now, but by 20th February 2024, you should upload your documents. If you have already applied to your schools and you have conditional offers, you can upload them now. Or if you have not applied to the schools yet, you have up to July 11th, 2024 to upload unconditional offers. So if you have conditional offer now, you should be able to meet the conditions before the deadline to upload the unconditional offers. Now you also have to upload your references by 20th February 2024. I would advise you leave the references option now and then submit your application. But if you are selected for the interview, you have to upload your reference letters. So I advise you wait for the outcome, whether you are invited for the interview, then you upload the reference letters. You also have to upload your passport or any other ID. After uploading your passport or ID, you provide the feedback by answering the questions provided. Then you give your consent at the end of this page. You can save your application by clicking on Save Draft and then review the application later and then submit it. But if you know you are done and you want to submit it, you can click on Submit to Chevening to submit your completed application where you cannot modify it again. We will now look at some common errors to avoid, else you become ineligible. As we talked about the eligibility criteria, if during the pre-screen questions you answer any question that will disqualify you, your application will not be considered because you become ineligible. You also have to make sure that you have correctly completed all the parts of the application form, which includes your personal details, that is your citizenship, your work experience, the universities and the courses that you will be applying for, then your declaration. You have to make sure that all these are correct and you have selected the right options. If you select any option that makes you ineligible, it means your application will not be considered. Make sure you go through the eligibility criteria once again to familiarize yourself with all the requirements. While answering the essay questions, if your word count does not meet the minimum number of word counts, your application will be disqualified. Also, if you repeat your answers in answering any of the questions, your application will be disqualified. Another reason why you will be disqualified is plagiarism. If you copy your answers from a certain source, your application will be disqualified. All answers must be in the English language. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share this video with others so that they can also learn and apply for this great opportunity.